Alright, can we sit down?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Where you see lady? Wait, no lady.
Are you sure?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure?
Please, discrimination. How do you know somebody's not identifying as a lady? How do you know somebody's not identifying as a lady? How do you know? You are discriminating.
Are you sure?
You are discriminating.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No lady here.
Are you sure?
Maybe some boats.
Why are you gay?
Somebody saw me in the train without my glasses. I was like, that guy, that's Zimbabwe guy. He said, why are you gay? I looked at him. I did not even explain to him.
we see how quite
I don't, yeah, I said I'm a Nigerian by blood. I'm proud to be one. We don't have anything to say about it. Zimbabwe is
Alright,
Alright.
let's do this. We're going to be chased out of here by 5. So,
And this is 3 sharp.
so we need to work out with some of the things. We have a couple of things. So, I mentioned the rules of the game just before we went on lunch, but because I know some people joined us after that. So, basically, I'm going to play a game. It's pretty much the rules are simple actually. We are going to split ourselves into equal number of 4 groups, right? What I'll do, I'm going to give a particular thing, right? I could tell you, like the example I gave, a remote without battery. So somebody within your group will come out, and the person will be the only one that will know what it is. He will then gesticulate. Then through the gesticulation from your group, you are meant to understand what he has gesticulated and mention what it is. If you get it, you get 5 points. Your group gets 5 points. Now, after 2 minutes, if your group doesn't get it, it goes as a bonus to the entire house. So any group that gets it gets an additional 1 point. So we're going to have 4 stuffs like that. And at the end of the 4 rounds, right, the group with the highest number wins.
The cannot generator.
Well, I mean, the price was supposed to be additional loss.
Don't say
generator, Sham. The generator is in everybody knows.
Whatever wins. So can we? I mean, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, I mean, it's fine. This is one group, this is another group, that's another group, that's another group. So, each group, pick your...
those group na gangster.
Where AI agents did here.
AI agents, who did here?
It should be a group on his own. Let him be a group on his own.
Okay, so each group needs to pick a representative that will dramatize for them and gesticulate for them. So who is your representative in this group? Who is representing this group? Who is going to come out to...
Is it Busayo? Busayo represents us. How you want to let him know? Yeah, your identity is unique.
And it goes as... I'm the timekeeper.
Can we use ChatGPT?
Someone can be timekeeper so that they can say 3 times.
Can we use ChatGPT?
You cannot even get it. Even if you Chinese cannot get it.
You cannot get it. I will just write them up.
Wait, am I in this game?
I should describe it for them.
Describe it and let them get it.
Your time starts now.
Your time starts now. Please, let's pay attention.
How many options do we have?
2
Keep trying.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's it now.
No, you won't tell them whether it's right or wrong.
He's saying it now.
Is the moderator?
Yes, now.
Oh my God.
Time up.
Don't talk. Okay, broken screen.
Go ahead, correct. 5 points. So The object is a laptop with open screen.
So change this one and this one.
People see
A laptop with open screen.
this group, Abi.
Yeah, this group.
When they go to this one.
So please, 5 points. Is this too? It's like it's too simple.
No, it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
Na chance say you get that for now. Wait, I for discover laptop, you know the man. That's for discover.
I mean, you have an option to say skip.
Eh?
So it goes in the whole question. Hey.
Okay. So your time starts now. 2 minutes.
Option 1. Option 2.
Not confusing.
Never
Never get it.
Guys, one hold on now.
No ink.
TV.
Correct. A printer with no ink.
You know it, yeah.
So 5 points. Wait, it's like it's too simple. How do I put it?
I thought it was simple.
It be like fax machine.
Okay, this group is next.
And go for
Okay,
it.
come on, you see the question.
I will gesticulate. I don't get it.
No, you see.
This one hard now. This one hard now.
Is that the answer?
Simplify it.
Is that the answer?
I don't understand.
No, this one.
I don't understand.
This one is too easy. This one is too easy.
Oh yeah, my time starts now.
Yeah, let me.
Sorry. Yeah, that's.
Like, let's stop.
After no, okay, I'll think of something else. So, okay.
No, after my own. The next one was that in a broken down car. In a broken car. You cannot do something. I tell you,
Who is better than this? Wicked. I'm using something that is here.
Why they give
If you say people now know, I will lean.
No, you don't say that. That's not the job.
No, you are close to my people.
Your time don't start.
You mess more.
2 minutes is done.
You don't talk like I say dramatize.
No,
Move 5 books.
stop waiting.
Five guys.
What do you say? Yeah, a book with 5 pages. It's too simple. Okay, so we all have 5 points. That's because I'm using objects that you can see. Okay, we'll do one more round. This time around, I'll use something. No objects.
The original game, use animal.
Animal, right? Even me, do I know how many animals I can? Okay, yeah.
And no voice if you want to use animal. Nobody must do
Yes.
the sound.
Yeah, okay, no sound. Okay, that's
Because
true.
the
That's true.
sound you go.
And they will stand there. Because this guy.
And you go come animal wey get wetin they do. Like if na goat, we get wetin we carry no goat.
Okay.
You can't say,
But at least
No
we get
sound.
wetin we carry.
Okay, so this group next.
If come
So-
they call you big goat, you don't know
Zion.
Okay, let me make this a bit harder.
No object to
Let me see.
Oh, yeah, I'm timekeeper.
Oh yeah, now.
Oh, yeah.
Time starts now.
What's the stream?
Yeah.
Pacific.
Dolphin. I'm confused. Amen.
It's simple.
You can see what?
Dog.
Doggy style.
He
They said dog.
bite person, huh?
And you know
Uh-huh.
dog will bite person.
Dog bite.
True dog. Dog bites,
Dog bite person.
That thing does not make sense. You're on track though.
I made this one a bit difficult actually. But
Anyways,
you can still get
So
it.
do you think they got?
Dog bites you.
What you happen? Okay.
Rabies.
What you say?
So,
Rabies.
I don't know.
So actually, there's no way you can describe that. If you can't say big dog.
Okay, don't say it.
Okay, I don't know.
no, the time is not.
No, it's time is not over.
Rabies.
If dog bites you, what's happen, Abi?
Hospital.
What's will happen? Go
Call his
hospital.
doctor.
Go hospital, Abi.
Call your GP.
You go help me first aid.
Veterinarian.
Dog. Vet dog.
You? You.
What you said before.
He has stopped.
Okay, I'm not supposed to talk. I'm not supposed to talk. I'm not supposed to talk.
Give up.
Dog bite.
You.
They failed. F9.
Dog.
Don't bite you and
We
you
try
bite.
to.
Are you doing
Dog
it?
bites you,
You jump fence.
You don't get rabies.
Rabies infection.
See.
Dog bite
You're wrong.
infection.
Rabies infection.
Check the time.
Time up.
He said the dog bite with rabies, but does not make sense.
Dog bite with rabies. Seriously.
I said a dog with rabies. A dog with rabies, actually.
Another
Yeah, they're supposed to actually have a bonus system.
That does not. You can't do.
So you get
You
three.
can't do two things.
You get three.
Okay, let's see others.
So you get three. That's 8 points. 8, 5, half mark. I have to make it a bit harder now because if we were getting it, it was too easy. So animal, right? Wait first. Okay, now you.
You don't talk rabies. Sounds too serious. That's why I said, yeah, I said dog bites.
Hey.
We've been done.
This one is it's easy. It's easy. I think it's easy.
That's working.
No talking.
No talking.
A cat.
It's a broken leg.
Oh god, that's too simple.
You're definitely
That's not fair. Give it the disease of the cat now. A cat with broken leg and a dog with rabies. That are they the same thing?
I actually said that maybe they come out with dogs.
That's very confusing.
Maybe he's going
Cat can describe broken. That you would have said cat with the disease. Put the disease there.
Okay, just to be fair.
Yes.
Go give the blessing.
So this 8 points, 10 points. So the next group.
You don't rig am.
So the 13.
Don't go give us one way hand now. Because
Mr. Mahmoud.
Mr. Mahmoud.
Mr. Yakubu.
No, now. Which kind?
Wait, there's two
Go
seconds.
to court. Go to court.
No. I will go to court. Which kind?
Which one?
It's easy now. Your time starts.
Don't give up.
This one's a question exam now.
Wait, it's done now. He has not even started. He started the time.
I've shown him what to do now.
It's the one taking his time.
Think and well worse. Or give up.
Superman.
I can fly.
Mobile ball.
I am.
What
Yes.
was that?
I
Let's not.
Dog.
Dog.
Dog. One leg dog.
Injured dog.
One leg
Dog standing on one leg.
A dog. I don't know.
Dog with a broken leg.
dog. Okay.
Dog.
Not dog.
A dog.
No biting.
Dog.
But I thought they already
One leg
got
dog. One leg dog.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Even when they don't get it,
One leg
And
dog.
I want to correct.
That's the problem with that.
I think I already got it.
Then we got about
No, but I said he said a one leg dog now.
who said they won't let go?
A one leg dog.
Oh no, you guys should be fair. See this guy, they didn't get it, or you give us our you have to give us our mark also because you said a dog bite. Mr. Moses, I think this.
I said a dog bite rabies. No, I said a dog bite gave you rabies.
Yes. No, you didn't say give us rabies. You said dog bite with rabies. No. Yes. We said, yeah. That's what we said.
You didn't correct the word.
He didn't connect the words.
The ones that are not correct.
They connected the word.
No.
To be fair, 0-0. You see about
How?
I'm the moderator, so it's 3 points for that. So that's 8, 10.
This is rigging. We are on the same page.
Beyond. Moderator, please don't allow him talk.
Okay.
Who thought that?
No, carry on. That's not. No, no.
When you were doing sign,
Daddy man don't get
This song.
Daddy man don't get description.
This song.
Okay,
This song.
for example, hold on. How you want to explain?
No.
Daddy man don't get description.
Your time is past.
Just describe our music.
Okay, hold on. I will not call anyone, but I can talk.
You cannot talk. Oh.
How can you say
Oh,
they don't know
Okay, hold on now.
But
It's not nice.
If I were you,
Oh, yeah.
thinking of animals.
Let's see that man.
That's the English one.
They just want make we know. Just try. I think this might be difficult, Sha. Okay. No, let me give you a different answer.
No.
I think. No, I think it's actually difficult.
You know the
What not?
Call the name of the animal and give him another question. Let's see whether the animal does not have description.
An hyena.
Like this.
Oh yeah, let me do that animal.
You gave me a fact. What you have done is that you have pointed to this.
Oh yeah, yeah, your time starts now. Your time starts.
No, leave him now.
Don't talk. No objection.
No objection. Zebra.
He said it again. Don't worry. Give him another.
You are even talking now.
He said it again.
Why don't you stop balls?
No, he said, give him another man.
Did he talk?
Yes.
No,
Okay,
you
no, that him as
zebra now.
Is that him as zebra?
Yes.
Is that him as zebra?
No, but don't talk.
No, you say I talk zebra. Is that him as zebra?
Your time is going
No,
on.
my time is You will give us an animal. Not be zebra.
No. When they start the clock first.
He's going to start the clock now.
No.
You can't say
No.
Alakoka.
If you talk, we'll disqualify you.
no be tiger.
Lion.
You don't get out.
It's dinosaur.
You don't get here.
Right.
Yeah.
Non-existential. Don't talk. Quiet man. Tiger without a mouth.
You got it.
I don't know when
Oh.
And we don't talk about my fees now.
Okay, so this thing is out now.
After cheat.
Evicted. We get it right now. We go win.
next one.
Now when you go take the weather in my feet, I go.
Yeah. I believe you will not. We do this one.
So let's make this weird.
Always now, always.
You don't get description. There is no animal.
But you don't get description. Animal they drive car.
Hey, I'm interesting though. See animal like this. Animal when they just.
This time you have 1 minute.
When did you start that?
Monkey, jaguar.
Ace.
Jaguar.
I don't understand.
Jaguar.
What?
Dressing up.
Jaguar is jumping.
Jaguar dressing up.
In a suit.
Dressing up.
Time up. It's flying.
Jaguar will win.
We win.
Who mentioned that? But why now?
You guess it. Come on.
I already gave it out. There was no
I
way.
agree. Guess it. I think big guy guess it. Because no, I will not pick the animal. How you want to start that one? That's the only thing to car. It's animal, but it's car. No sense.
Yes.
I believe in you. Oh, forget. Okay. So you have 5 points. There's no
Who's out?
broken leg.
Broken leg.
And I look like somebody with virus.
Wait, you describe this way, right? Describe that. Wait, describe that.
Start their timer.
No. We don't go get some.
Why you do like this now? You never even think finish. You don't start.
Okay.
We feel help you.
Your time they go.
Yes, so you can. 1 minute.
We feel this thing. Is it not 2 minutes?
One.
Animal.
We reduced it.
Animal.
It's still animal. It's still animal.
Go ahead.
Okay, I know it.
Dolphin.
It's dinosaur.
No.
Not chicken. Is it water? Whale. Is it water animal? Wait.
Dog.
Well, that's
It's the tactics actually.
I don't know.
8 seconds more.
A kind of fish.
Not Time up.
with the winner.
Time up. So bonus. Bonus.
If we get
bonus.
it, can we come back?
Bonus.
Which
Yes.
one?
Oh, bonus. No, anybody, any of the remaining 3 do. Any of the 2 do.
Shark.
Fish with the pointed mouth. Swordfish.
No. You guys do.
Don't worry, we don't want the problem.
Shark.
A crocodile that hops.
I don't want it.
No, alligator go make mouth.
Okay, so this group is leading. If you don't get it, that means they won.
So nobody go to terrestrial animal now.
Nobody, anything wait. Monkey, frog. Gorilla. Same family, is it the same family?
Gorilla.
Chimpanzee, gorilla.
1 minute.
Go back to the front.
Baboon. Okay. Jumping baboon.
Upping babu.
You don't
No.
You talk again.
Upping baboon there.
Let's start
Somebody say upping baboon. Crawling baboon. Crawling
No,
baboon.
now why not they do like this? Most of
This one now.
again.
No.
Jumping baboon.
See, that's what they do.
Crawling baboon. Jumping baboon. Walking baboon.
That's the efficiency of AI.
Crawling, walking, running, jumping,
That's AI efficiency.
walking on his hands.
Before now.
What did you say?
You said everything in the world. Running, walking, hopping, jumping, running.
Time up. I didn't get
Don't worry, guys. Get right down with Don't worry, like I will support you. There's a reason Shegun won that we need to be here. And it's here that was winning. Naya and Shegun, they do question together. Give us space now, you show you the question.
You want to influence the question.
Let's make this.
No, parts.
Okay, let's go.
No, wait. I think this one is too simple. Wait.
No.
We need to make it hard.
Wait.
Can you imagine?
No, now why not this? Now make it hard.
Yes.
So who defines hardness?
He's the game master.
It's moderator now.
Is that what they're giving me?
Your time don't start though.
30 seconds.
Yes.
Just give.
Oh yeah.
Animal, I mean.
Yeah.
How you dey form?
1 minute. 1 minute.
Who say that they read okay?
Yeah.
This is no good. I don't go great. No. You take that for them. You take their question. You take their question. You take their question. You take their question. You take their question.
This final thing has to be hard.
You take their question. You take their question. You take their question. You take their question.
You have 30 more seconds. You have 30 more seconds.
No, you check that question. See, if they don't know if they will answer, they say,
No. You take their question.
Okay. Yeah.
That means you cannot
So
do
this
it.
like-
Come and sit down, Joe.
Just come and see.
What does it do? Like, what does it do exactly? It dictates.
Yeah, finish.
Time up.
You are giving them the next time.
You got it. So I think you mentioned antelope. So 2 points.
Antelope in one word.
Antelope that can pass through the
Time
wall.
was. So how did you get it?
You only mentioned antelope, so that's 2 points.
No,
So you didn't give us 2 points.
I gave you 3 points for this one.
No, you didn't give us 3 points.
3 points.
Bring it.
So 2 points. 2 points.
First 3 points. Now you give them two. I like
You didn't get that.
Our time is going, you know. Our time is going. No, that's second.
Yeah.
You see, I believe in you. Not do that thing again.
I won't block this road.
No, I saw my paper something.
No, you are blocking us now.
Check before it's make clear road.
But he has to do it.
Actually, you know coming for this side.
So when you're
You know coming to
no,
for
when
this
your
side.
time is up. So when you guess right, you can't see.
You done your
We need to follow him around.
Why are you asking me to give a simple one?
Don't be waiting.
This is where we can start.
Wait, before the time go start. If you finish, even if you don't get that, we go judge whether he correct or not.
Yeah, time has started.
Water. Tortoise. Turtle. Okay. Shark.
Chicken.
4 legs in the water.
Dolphin.
Hippopotamus.
Okay.
Don't finish, I did not get that right. Time up.
Giant. Burning hippopotamus. Hot hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus on fire.
Dying hippopotamus in hot water. Bless him.
Dancing people.
Hippopotamus.
Time don't reach now.
Vincent, you don't know it. Time is over.
Exactly hippopotamus.
Let's
Sit up.
Time don't finish. Time don't go.
Time don't finish.
Time don't finish. Time don't finish.
Time don't finish.
I've said it.
Take the first one.
He never said it. He never said it.
Time don't finish.
Time don't finish.
We go keep back to that because na only antelope you na mention. So we don't get that. Hippopotamus go. We don't get only antelope.
We get hippopotamus to get fire.
I'll give you 3 points. The answer was an hippopotamus that can walk through fire. You mentioned fire. So you can want unlimited tea, unlimited coffee. All right. I mean that was fun. That was fun. Okay, so I think we can move on to the next thing on the agenda. I think we've played games now. So I think it's, I don't know. It's not my laptop. Okay. So we want to can.
Okay, moving on to our next presentation from Adura Gbemi Ladipo. Yes, we want to pronounce that one very well. That's a software engineer, works with a. Is it a fintech?
or tech thing here in the UK. A software engineer. Prior to that in Nigeria, he worked in Sterling, he worked in First Bank. So he has,
You sent my WhatsApp. Mail.
he has quite a number of years of experience in banking, finance, and technology. So we'll be doing a presentation on designing and scaling high-performance APIs for financial engineers. Thank you. Let's welcome
Yes. I clap myself. Thank you everyone. Yeah, so my name is Adora. Currently work.
One house, please.
Currently work. In fintech, no. Currently working now in a fintech called Allpay.
What is loud normally now?
All in small case. So Allpay is just like Revolut. Of course, Revolut is not a bank, so yeah. The company is of course eligible to be a bank, but the owner doesn't want to be a bank. Regulations and stuff like that, yeah. So yes, previous experiences.
You do cross-border people?
No.
Okay, just within the
Yes, and they do other things as well. They produce cards. So cards used by the NHS, like larger part of the NHS. You know, what types of cards they produce, like physical cards. You know, they do other services as well, besides payment, direct debit. So, yes.
Is there vacancy?
Yeah, they used to be vacancy, but
Used to in the past.
as of now, I don't know if there is currently. Like there used to be like frequently, you know. Yeah, but the pay might not be what you guys are looking for, but then it's a
Do
great
you know what
place.
you are looking for?
I don't know, but you can tell your eyes with 4 eyes shows that you want to see deeper. Great. So today I will just do an overview of you know, fintech and the payment system here in the UK, right? So okay. So I will start by saying talking about the regulatory landscapes that we have here in the UK. So here we, of course, in the UK is actually well regulated. Talking about the fintech space here, and the FCA, which is the Financial Conduct Authority, actually they ensure the fair play in the fintech space. Yeah, right. And there's something we call open banking. So the open banking actually the first bank to actually use open APIs, right? Yes, the open banking is in charge. Like it's a standalone organization, intermediary. So say something like NIPS in Nigeria. So that's like the open banking system. Well, just overview. We can't really go deep. Just to give an overview for those that work in energy, those that work in other sectors. Just say, have you heard of open banking before in the UK? Just a quick, yeah. Also, we have the PSD2. Of course, they also provide Europe-wide consistency, and then we have the GDPR for data regulation, right? Then I will just mention briefly about key payment infrastructures, right? So in Nigeria, we have I'm almost forgetting. So we have our NIPS instant payment. That's NIP, and we have NEFT. Yes, I remember. So NEFT, of course, for bulk payment. Those are the scheduled ones that can go in batches. If you send in the morning, you can get it in the evening. Or if you send in the evening, you get it for the day. Then, so in the UK, we have faster payments, which is on the instant. At the present, they see and receive, Yes. Yeah. All of them. Not just Monzo. Yes. So you have the chaps and you have the backs. So the backs is like the NEFT we have in Nigeria that we operate. So the equivalent is backs here in the UK for bulk payments like salaries. Yeah, so and of course for larger transactions anyways. So we have confirmation of payee. So confirmation of payee. So in Nigeria, it seems seamless. When you want to make a transfer, you put in the account number.
Name inquiry.
Thank you. Name inquiry for. So the name inquiry for Nigeria is confirmation of payee in the UK. So, but in the UK, of course, I'm sure you've got the transfer. You have to put the name yourself. But in Nigeria, you just put the bank and you put the account number. Then, of course, NIPS, the integration with banks, they will just give you, say, this is this name, match it up. But here in the UK, you have to, there's a name match as well. And that's why if you probably miss you from Chukudi, it will say, we have a close match. Is it this Chukudi you are talking about, right? Yes, and like that. That's the juxtaposition against the one we have from our own country, Nigeria. Okay, and yes, I mentioned about banking already before. Yes, so talking about fintech innovation areas, yeah. So,
so excuse me, I know probably you mentioned about 100% sure. In terms of the transfers in Nigeria, we all know NIPS, and we also know this intra-bank. Let's say I want to move money from GT to GT. So that infrastructure sits within the bank.
Yes.
But here in the UK, how does it work? For instance, you might have mentioned maybe I missed it. How do you do like TSB to Lloyds and all those kind of stuff? What infrastructure handles that?
Okay. So if you want to do interbank transfers, basically. So usually we have Pay UK that sits in between, just like NIPS. We have Pay UK that sits in between. So usually, like I'm speaking for the organization I work with currently, that's the architecture generally, right? So usually, like at midnight, there will be a query to Pay UK. Of course, for those that you have direct integrations with, like say Revolut to Monzo. So now, let's say I'm Revolut. I have direct interactions with Monzo, Lloyds. So I would do a request to those banks to fetch, account details, right? To fetch details from those banks through Pay UK. So it's going to be done overnight. It's usually one-off. So it will be cached, right? So usually done at midnight. There will be a query to Pay UK to fetch customers, right? Everything. So that's why it's almost like instant as you are doing it, because they already have those account details already. So it's not going to do name inquiry in those banks. It already have it cached. So it's daily because maybe they open your account as at yesterday. So it will be on a rare occasion that the new account that you open is what you want to transfer to.
I don't implement nonsense.
So that's why it's almost like as you are doing it, it's eating immediately, because they have the details for Lloyds Bank people already cached in their own repository, right? So we use Redis cache, so we'll fetch everything overnight, we'll store it. Do you get? So then when it's not time for payment, you input it, of course, with source code is what the main thing which identifies the bank, right? And then fires through Pay UK. So that's why it's seamless. So I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, so does it mean that Pay UK doesn't make any money? Because there's no transaction fee, or like Nigeria where you have like 15 naira to buy a couple of.
So I have, in fact, I myself asked this question and say, how is this organization even making money? Yes, so it's worrisome. I'd say, how does this fintech? Because it's just most of them are 0-0, transactions, stuff like that.
Not most of them. There is no charge
for the faster payment is 0, right? But they make money from other channels. So I don't want to use the word duty, right? I don't want to use that word, but I don't know which word to use to replace that. So they make money from other channels, even though that channel. Yeah.
Okay. So I do back-end data engineering for a media company, and one of the way we get data to be able to send custom ads to people is buying data from some of these banks. So, for example, one of the projects I worked on, we got data from these people back in ClearScore, or what's the
Experience.
No, not Halifax. The other one, they have up-to-date information about your address, your location, and everything. They have a way they can
And they sell those, but they said
no. So the selling is not your data being sold to us. There are some they have a way they do their agreement, which is going to be in the NDA and terms and conditions we've agreed on, we've all accepted. So it's upper level management, but when the one I worked on, we were able to track people, send ads to people through their first 3 postcodes.
Unsolicited ads.
Why are you particular?
I'm not
Just take the word ads. Let's focus on ads.
So they all in a postcode. Let me use let's say E16 or E5. Now Netflix want to run ads on video ads on Netflix. Everybody in E5, they have their information. They can get it from TV licensing people and all of that. We then send a target ad to everybody on E5 saying E5, which is in Birmingham, your council is doing so and so. When you're watching the movie, you can easily see the ads. So those are avenues, some of those companies where the data they gather, they don't make money from it. But there is more like a back channel where media buying, ads buying, give them money to get data to be used to.
Sorry, does this include cookies too as well?
I don't deal with cookies. I do with just data.
No, but I'm saying the transient.
It might include. I don't know how they do it, but I was in one of the sessions where they were like, we are getting the data from here, because when I looked at the group, I was like, how are we going to get this data? And then I saw in the session people in the meeting with me were people from TransUnion and Co, where they are getting the data from. So they have a way they do all of that. I haven't delved down into how they generate those data. There's a backdoor where they are going to be paid for the data for clients. Okay, the real case was Mercedes-Benz want to do credit score targeting for people to come and buy Benz. And then they targeted the
Maybe you are level for
so they got some people.
Maybe your score is for
I don't know what acceptance criteria they gave them, but I know they targeted a certain ad score to give them the ad to come and get Benz on credits.
I hope it was a mistake that they sent it to you. And you know that they don't they will skip your post.
But when I looked at the back end data coming after the ad has gone out, people were clicking on it, were interested.
But sorry, I don't know if this question is for you or me. You know, I don't know if any of us have probably experienced it, that you'll be on a call discussing with a friend, or maybe, I want to buy this stuff.
Yes.
Then before you know, you also adverts specific.
Are you using
to
Samsung?
you. So
if you are using Android, I've seen it on Instagram.
If you are using
I'm talking
Samsung,
about iPhone. Like that means telcos are selling those data. Yes, so that's what I'm saying, that where do we draw the line? Because in public, they will tell you there is data privacy, data protection.
Yeah, there is data privacy. So let me give you a case study. I've worked with fintech in Nigeria. If I did not have the fear of God, I would have been 200 million plus recharged. All those chat tap phones. I was
you make the money and you repent.
It's true, that's one angle, but I never thought of that. I would make chargeback, commit chargeback fraud. I would just carry the whole card details, give to somebody that would buy it, and they wouldn't trace it back to me, because there was no security at the beginning layer of those fintechs. So those of us that were in there had access to some of the information. That's just the top level. But if you dig down, some of the policies are not realistic for them to meet some of those targets. Now, I had access to all of those information. But in here, they are so security conscious that they use least privilege to give you access. That's just, there's nobody no startup. I've worked with one of the early stage startup here. Nobody had access to everything. So in terms of security, they take that serious. And here is one of the reasons. If you have anybody in cyber security, there's always a case of high level threats in this country every day, and they take it serious. Once you are grounded, the case of Twitter before they sold it, when the password leaked that people like Bill Gates were telling us to send bits.
I was going to talk about that. Yeah.
Now, everybody in the security team had failed because they are liable to build the security structure. All of them were sacked. So that's the cost here in the UK. There's no ISAB anybody.
Yes, we must.
Sorry, we must. I don't like to respond to some of the things
Yeah, so we send us the slide.
Yes,
some of the things that he said. So there was a time I was looking at all of these privacy things and all of these art stuff. But if we are going to be very reasonable with ourselves and let's be truthful, one of the reasons why they do what they call art tracking. So if you use an iPhone and you install an app, the app will ask you, do you want this app to track this? So the reason is this, and if I have to be fair with ourselves, is for them to tailor something that is relevant to you. So you're on the phone, you're talking to someone you want to buy, let's say perfume, for instance. And if they spend this on Instagram, you click on one perfume, before you know you start seeing a lot of them. So, and that's because they're trying to sell that thing. Imagine you talking to someone that you want to buy a shoe, and Instagram or Facebook is showing you a house, or showing you clothes, something that is not related to what you want. It means those people who are even advertising, they are wasting their money. But if they are tailoring your need to you, which is what that cookie store, where they are trying to track what you want. If, for instance, my desire is to, maybe I want to buy a bag, they need to show me something that has to do with a bag. You can't be showing me shoe when I need a bag. It will make sense. So that's why, even though we are talking about privacy, but that privacy somehow would still not make sense to the end user if everything about me is private. You don't know what I want. You're just giving me rubbish ads. So it doesn't make sense.
So just two things. I think very big privacy. I think what they really protect us from is, so they are showing you buy a bag, but they don't even know who you are. So they just identify you as another GUID in the database. So your personal information is protected. So they don't know your name, they don't know your age. They're just advertising something to you. So that like when I give you a document, but it's redacted, you can't see the person's name. The person's a kidnapper, he stole Abdurrah's car and things like that. So you have that privacy. They don't know who you are, but they're advertising to you. I think that's why. So that's why you are protected.
Not AppCloud, not on Samsung. People should research on AppCloud.
Then regarding the banking stuff, so I think Nigerian banks are kind of lazy. That's why they charge us all those commission on transfer. Most of UK banks, they make more money from borrowing people money. So you buy things on credits, all those stuff. As I said, they make money from giving out loans, mortgage loans, you want to buy a car loan, car finance. Like they make most of their money from borrowing. That's exactly what banks do normally. Or if you put money in their savings account and they
have a stronger credit.
So, and if that money in the savings account, they lend those money out. But Nigerian banks are lazy. They don't want to borrow.
That's what called we never work in the country until some of the infrastructure has been built. We've built identity for the past 10 years in silos. With BVN alone is enough to do identity for everybody. What did they use to identify us at workplace? NI number. Just give us your national insurance. Anywhere you go, that's what they use to tax you. If you like do 3 jobs, once it's close to your NI, the tax is increasing. HMRC does not need to stress themselves. Do we have any of such in Nigeria? Everybody builds identity in silos, so there's no way they want to track it. If how does Home Office know that you've done more than 20 hours? They go through your timesheet that is attached to your NI. Simple.
I think it's just deliberate, or maybe they're trying to.
No, it's a system.
You know what?
System design.
I think we should allow Adria finish his
system design. So complex.
We still have an ideation session that would be nice for us to have.
No, having interaction with Adura is because what is presenting is we are enjoying it.
Yeah.
If it does not, if it's not, if it does not,
He has learned one or two things. Everybody has learned.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I wanted to say. He has already said it. But when I was onboarded, it's one of the trainings they took me through is to show us what really GDPR is. It doesn't mean that the person handling your data doesn't have the right to target you. But the thing is that there are certain combinations you cannot do. For example, someone rightly mentioned combining your name and your date of birth, all those things. Then secondly, even in the GDPR or in the data privacy, whatever, how targeted ads work? If I am, for example, Facebook and I'm the one in charge of custodian of this data because they have registered on my platform, and they Netflix wants me to advertise, I don't give Netflix his name. Netflix just tell me advertise to people in this area, and I'm not under any this thing not to do that advert. But so what I will not do is to give Netflix that data. But there's no law that is restricting me that I want to target L15 or L12.
Yeah,
makes sense. I think that makes sense.
And I have 5 more minutes.
Yeah, so I believe we've at least picked one or two things from this session, and also to buttress about how do they make income, because really, if we really look down into this UK, we wonder how they make money, So like you said, loan recovery, so direct debit as well, So of course you have to make over repayments for direct debit, yes. And like my organization, for instance, also they produce cards, so they sell cards as well. So that's direct sales. They have sales team, so they make more money from. So they can get to market 3 products to an organization. So okay, we have faster payments, we have direct debit, we have cards. Do you get? So they will make profit from one to cover for the rest, But the others will also attract them, that kind of thing. So yeah, so just to talk about some key infrastructures, yes, of course APIs, just like which is being used in the UK. Talking about the cloud platforms, the Azure AWS, right? But Nigeria, our country. I think the limitation, personally, so when I go here, like, what knowledge do you have of Azure? I say, well, of course, I've worked in an organization that use the Azure DevOps space. We only use the repos, we didn't use any of the other services, right? So the cost of use, I think is what is limiting most Nigerian organizations from using software as a service platform. Of most organizations, at least I can say of my outer matter, my Sterling Bank that decided to build their own core banking, we all know it's because of cost. And fine, it's a success today, right? Yes. So talking about CI/CD pipelines, Azure DevOps, GitHub, as against our beloved country, we love to use the free ones, GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and so on. Yes, so talking about some trending things and opportunities, talking about buy now pay later, I understand that this, of course, has also commenced in Nigeria. At least I did work on an app a loan system that used buy now pay later. So for those that want to buy phones and other things, but I'm sure the criteria, the eligibility in Nigeria is very stringent on maybe employees for those, but here I'm sure it's almost everywhere, the buy now pay later thing, which is what Klarna is doing, and I believe that's how they are making their money. Yeah. Time is fast spent. Okay. Okay, yes, so here also quickly, so of course talking about startups experiences and developers, yes, here in the UK, developers, they really do have access to sandboxes provided by banks as against what we have back home, right? And really, here is a great place for engineers to really innovate from fintech space, yes. Just like almost like, so just a brief overall, we're talking about risk systems to have faster payment against our needs, right? Talking about the open banking, of course, it's a legal mandate here, and Nigeria is just a bit voluntary. Yeah, talking about developer support, we've got stronger APIs here, to be honest. Yes, and talking about the fintech maturity now. Of course, UK is, I would say, is advanced. For Nigeria, yes, we have so many emerging, actually, but they are still really. I don't know if it's right for me to say they are not fully standardized like in the UK. Like there are regulations. For instance, now if there's any fraud happening in any fintech or bank, there's a minimum threshold of the bank repaying the individual up to £5,000. I don't know if you know that. But if anything happens in Nigeria, your money is gone. It's gone, and it's untraceable. In fact, so that thing still worries me. They say fraud happens in a bank, they transfer money from accounts, and it becomes untraceable. Why? How? Honestly, it's really, especially one internal fraud that did happen. Maybe say like developers did run this one, it was from backend that did it using the CTO's user ID on the backend to make things happen. And yet you say it's untraceable. I don't know if anybody had something to say concerning why we can't trace fraud in Nigeria. Not withdrawals now, but say transfer and it becomes untraceable.
We have strong compliance team and compliance rule guidelines. But one thing you should observe is we don't have strong rules for connection. So for example in Nigeria, if fraud happens between two banks, what do they tell you? Go collect what order or log it on your system. Fintech app, it has happened to my 17-year-old cousin. She saw something online, those one like blah blah. She transferred about £500 from her account. And then when she saw that it was a fraud, she went to complain to Mozo. Mozo saw that okay, this is like an underage person, the account is still under her parents. They returned that 350 and told that 150 is liability. In Nigeria, it happened. It all happened within 24 hours. In Nigeria, they were asked to go and collect police reports and all that. So the compliance and laws and policies guiding them are not strong enough for the bank to pursue them in Nigeria. But in here,
that is what you just gave. I think that's just the insurance paying out.
Yeah, that's why the insurance came as a result of the policy that has been set up.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
But in Nigeria, what's the insurance? If they have 200 million in Nigeria, if the bank collapses in Nigeria, you're only liable to 500,000.
5 million.
5 million. Yeah. Where is the remaining 195 million? That's by rule.
No, UK too, it's 5,000 now.
No, it's not at 5,000.
It's 5,000.
85,000. That, in short, UK does not allow you to put a lot in your account without this. So once you start having up to a certain threshold in your account, they will assign your account manager to come and start looking at how you can go and invest those money into different pockets.
It doesn't change.
No,
because
see, in UK, you can't have 200k cash sitting in your account. In your account, and your bank will not reach out to you and say, how far? Pick 150k, come and do this investment for the next 2 years. And when you are doing that investment with us, if you need cash or anything, we can grant you loan. Because they invest in that money. If they take 150k and go and give somebody for mortgage for the next 20 years, they will reclaim that money in 100 folds. But in Nigeria, the system is fraudulent or is not backing them enough for them to go out and take the risks. They would rather just sit down and start doing it. For example, I still tell people there's no need for POS banking in Nigeria. It's just laziness. The bank sit down and each collect, buy POS of 100,000 pieces, give it to start-up fintechs to go and be doing, and be collecting back charges. They all, some of us bring the APIs to those banks. Flutterwave scale today because Wema Bank powered them from day one. So what are we saying?
Thank you. So that's interesting. So we presented to Adura. We can clap for us.
But sorry, I want to ask a question. Maybe it might not be fully related. Is there a reason why we still use? I'm talking about
card now for withdrawal. You know, in Nigeria, we say use EMV. So I think here we use NFR, like
NFC.
NFC.
Yeah.
Then I think in the US they use Stripe. But I don't know, I think Nigeria's.
It's actually Nigeria. They just blocked it though.
It's why we need to move on to the next activity. We'll be kicked out of here the next 5 minutes. Hello. We'll be kicked out of here the next 5 minutes, so we need to maximize our time, please. Absolutely. So let's move on to the next. I mean, thank you. Please, can we clap for Adura?
No, I think clap for us. I mean, talk Adura talk.
Oh, wait, don't talk. He's one at the chaser.
So we need to be fast now because we have like.
But we have questions for you now.
We still have more questions. We don't know so.
No, I'm very fast.
You cannot stay to last. You cannot stay to last.
Why can you to be fast because we have several other things and we have less than now.
All right, thanks everyone. So today I want to talk about
In our class, nice.
So I want to talk about AI agentic memory.
Okay, one house, please. One house, please.
Okay, so I want to talk about AI agentic memory and what that's all about. My name is Michael. I've been, over the past 1 year, I've been building and working on my own startup with a company called AI Nigeria. They're a partner for many firms, and we came into partnership to build an AI memory. The company is also called Due Insights. That's the parent company that I'm a director in, and we came together in conjunction with Sterling Bank.
Director, I see.
Director.
Please, I'm very humble, very small.
National.
But so what we're trying to do in conjunction with Sterling Bank and eTransact is to build an agentic memory. The main reason for this is that a lot of companies looking to implement AI in Nigeria, it's very expensive to run tokens. Now, usually when you push every LLM that's out there right now has a limited context window. So when you talk about 1 million context window or 128, depending on the particular model it is that you're using. Now, the idea behind AI memory is we can build long conversations that never end without it becoming too expensive. So for example, let's say you want to build a chatbot for your organization now, and the first time you send a message, you use only for, let's say, 300 tokens. And the more that conversation grows, you get up to a point where it's like, it gets more expensive as it continues to return. But with a memory service, and I'll talk about how that's built, you use vector databases and knowledge graphs. But the memory service we're building is such that at some particular point, that conversation becomes linear when it comes to cost. So what you're sending back to the LLM is no longer just your entire conversation, but it is now, you're getting that data from the memory, and I'll show you how that works later on. But basically, so for example, let's say your customer says, I want to book a hotel. What it would do is to go to the memory service and get your preferences, your likes, your history, and to get that information. It's not going to your history to send your entire conversation to the AI. It's going into your memory, getting your information and sending it over to the AI. So one, it's very personalized, and because it's personalized, it gives better answers, but now you're using tokens efficiently. And you can set the limits. You can say, look, never send more than this. There's procedural memory, which is more like, it's learning how you like to do certain things. So for example, if you integrate this with a vehicle, and we're trying to go to reach Tesla, by the way. So if let's say Tesla is using this, and the self-driving car now understands GPS coordinates and different routes. As it's interacting with its AI next, that's the self-driving car, it now knows the routes you like to pass through and all that. So that's a very simple example. So procedural learns how you like to do things. For example, you like to book flights, but you like to sit on an aisle, right? It understands your preferences, the things that you like, how you like doing things. If it's an AI that's helping you cook, for example, it understands the process for your, which you like to, maybe you like to add water here or this. So that's what that memory is for. Semantic or episodic remembers specific events, so it's just facts. It's just facts, as well as semantic too, as well. So all of this combined together, understanding your preference, is what is sent to the AI. So you're not just sending to the AI just your past events or your conversations, which fall in between short and long term, but it's also sending your preferences, your procedures, so that when it comes back, it's able to then say, it's able to give you very personalized answers, and it understands you. So to remember your name, your history, and everything. Okay, I've talked about all of this. So the goal behind this is, and the main benefit of this is, one, you end up spending a lot less. So far from our testing, we've been able to save, so with eTransact, for example, the product they're about to release, they've been able to save 90% on their token usage. We've tested this on long conversations. Hopefully we'll be launching somewhere around February next year. And what that does is, one, what we also noticed was, not only can they save on their token usage, but they can use DOMA models and still achieve the same thing. So for example, because it's now personalized, it's a lot smarter. Now, many LLMs hallucinate. So as the conversation becomes, as the context window becomes larger, it gets dumber over time. But we were able to test with Llama 370B, which is, it's not one of the largest ones. It's not too smart, and it's a bit older. But we were able to achieve the same or better responses than even using GPT-5 recently. And we tested it out with memory, without memory. When first of all the conversation started, they were pretty much equal. Or we could say GPT-5 was taking a longer time to respond because it was thinking too much. But as the conversations continued, GPT-5 became very slow. And not only was it slow, it was hallucinating and giving stupid responses. So one, you can save money because you're able to use cheaper, older models from the memory service. Two, your token usage is a lot less, so the conversation is a lot faster, and it's just a lot smarter, and it's personalized, so it feels like you're talking to a real person. So that it's like the last puzzle in building AI agentic tools. So if you want to build an AI experience, everyone's always talking about RAG and the LLMs and all that. But one thing they've been missing is, how do I build something that understands my users, is very fast, very intelligent, and will make it easier for us to manage our expenses as we are growing. Because the more you keep, and if you have to code it yourself, it's very expensive. So that's where we are as a business, and we're building an SDK that also integrates with LangGraph and LangChain. So directly, we have our own custom model. I don't know if I have enough time, but I'd love to demonstrate what it looks like. Okay, we don't have enough time.
Wait, it's not demo. Yeah, okay. 5 minutes.
So let me see.
4.5 minutes.
I'll just open the browser and see if I can.
Chase us for you last
No, but even if you did not have anything in this place, right? So, they give us the whole day. Even if you want to book for 4 hours.
Hey, so the whole day is from 9 to 5. 5 is the whole day.
I don't go for 4 hours.
They close to people by
because nobody will come. That's why they need to.
It's business, they will not tell you that one now.
That's why it's kind of expensive because.
So we come to London lesson. How we come to London lesson?
When next one, let's do virtual. We'll plan.
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. I'm here and ready to help with any questions or topics you'd like to discuss. How can I assist you today?
Shut up. Can you repeat your last?
Okay, so this guy doesn't know anything about me.
Nice to
right
meet you,
now.
Michael. What kind of engineering
Right.
do you do, or are you working on any exciting projects you'd like to chat about?
So this guy doesn't know anything about me at this point in time. So as I'm conversing with it, you can see that I've put in the different types of memory. As I continue to interact with it, the memory service is storing the different types of information. So I can say, I'll just tell something like, I love Amala, which is true, Lagos boy. So I'll just give it some few data.
Malala sounds interesting. Is that a person, place, or something else that's caught your attention, Michael?
He said Amala sounds interesting. So that's what Amala is.
Can you pick voice?
Amala is a
Oh, yes,
popular
yes, you can
Nigerian
change voice. I
dish
just
made
need to
from
know.
lamb or
No,
cassava, often served with a variety of soups. What's your favorite way to enjoy Amala, Michael?
After me, that's all.
I can see that
Considering your love for Amala, Michael, I think a cookbook with Nigerian recipes or a traditional Nigerian kitchen utensil would make a thoughtful gift. Alternatively, a gourmet food basket with African spices and ingredients could be a great idea too. A personalized engineering themed item, such as a customized notebook or a precision tool, could be a great gift for you, Michael, given your background in engineering.
Okay, so what I'm trying to demonstrate here, I mean, this is a very short conversation, so even context will not handle this. But what has happened here is you've seen, as the conversation has grown, it's stored specific things about me in its long-term memory.
So you like him?
It's yes, I do. I like Amala. So now you see, as I was conversing with it, it said, what I said, asked it, what would be a great gift for me? Now it didn't just, you saw how quickly it responded, right? It wasn't trying to process the entire thing I gave it. When it went to the memory service immediately will understand that, okay, these are his preferences, and sent his preferences directly to the LLM, and it responded directly with that. So that's what it does. It sends that, and now what that does for you is, it would not take you anything more than 30 minutes to set this up with the SDK. So all you need to do is connect the memory service. The entire management of the memory and the types of memory and everything is handled directly with the SDK. And it doesn't cost anything, by the way, it's open source. So we're launching it open source in January. So anybody can interact with it. How are we making money? Our consulting. That's how we're making money. We're consulting for businesses, yeah.
So where does this memory sit? If I use this your service, am I going to depend on your model, or I can use any model?
No, you can use any model, any service, and it sits on your server. So it doesn't sit with us. So at the background, it uses a knowledge graph. So the knowledge graph and a vector database. So you can use any popular vector database. There's Weaviate, there's Pinecone, there are different ones. So it stores the memory, it converts the words into embeddings, and then stores those embeddings in a vector database, and it does that search. It also uses knowledge graph, but that's extra. So for example, let's say you want to connect relationships between things, and it just makes it a bit more intelligent. It can be a bit overkill for simple solutions, but it's just, take for example, you want to say Shola likes food, and then in foods like Amala. So it's sort of like create branches called nodes and edges and all that, but those are a bit more, if you're building a very complex, very large system, that's when you worry about that. But it's going to sit down on your server. Like I said, it's going to be open source. I'll share it in the group when we launch. and all that. Yeah.
You say storing information. What do you actually store?
We store embeddings of the conversation. Yeah.
You mean you take the conversation
Mm-hmm.
and convert it to your own information?
Into embedded, so it's sort of like encrypted. So you use like an embedded model. Yeah, look like an embedded model, like OpenAI has one. So basically, when it's converted, it converts it into, so not just like converts it to embeddings, it goes and classifies the different types of memory. So when you send something like, I like Amala, first of all, that's a short-term memory. But also, it then stores preferences, Michael like Amala, for example. So that goes into preferences as well. Then it then analyzes later on, starts to classify. So if you notice something here, while the conversation was going on, it was moving things into procedural, episodic, long-term memory. So it starts to classify your different types of memory. It thinks, what should I store as long-term memory? What should I keep? What's episodic, what's semantic, what's procedural? So it starts to do that.
Just a very quick, so, I mean, this is going to be research, right?
Yes, it's going to be.
But then you also mentioned like you get to store the embedded or the virtualized part of it, and the knowledge graph part, right?
Yeah.
Which is like the application,
yeah.
and the business. I don't know how that would work because you're already monetizing it.
No. So the monetization we are doing is just as a consulting team.
No, I mean if you are going to so if someone is going to use your open source versions of this, you are storing their data.
No, I'm not storing. It's going to be reviewed.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't mention like you're studying.
No. We're not studying. So basically, you will take the service, which is just an SDK, right? Just an SDK on Python and Node.js. Sorry, I've moved on. And then you install it on it. Let's say for Fast API now, you install the library, and then you connect your Weaviate. Weaviate is one vector database, or Pinecone, and Neo.j if you want to go that far. So we don't store any data. The data is going to be in your Weaviate, it's going to be in your Pinecone and everything. All the library does is help you, is just a memory service, just helping you classify the different types of memory while you're building, yeah.
Thank you. That's why you should come for virtual sessions. We have monthly virtual sessions. If you have been coming for those monthly virtual sessions, this would have been shorter. Because we do plenty demos and ask questions.
And prompt engineering. Okay, so prompt engineering is just a way to, I don't know, make your prompts a lot smarter. That's what
it's
No. This is helping you be more efficient with your tokens, have personalized information for your customers while it is chatting, without you having to do. So with this, you don't have to do any chat history management. You understand? So it already by default will create IDs for your conversation. So for example, let's say you're building a chatbot for your users, right? Right now you have to say, okay, user A, this is their ID, then you have to start managing their chat history and all of that. But with this, once you install the SDK, it does all of that automatically for you. So your chat history, the tokens, so you will set token limits and say never exceed 8K. So when it's passing that information, let's just, for lack of better, it's summarizing all the conversations by default. So it's not sending your entire, if you have, let's say, 2 million tokens worth of information stored, when the user asks you for information, it will go and do something called like a cosine similarity search and get the exact information that user is looking for. Yeah, and then pass it to the learner.
Alright, thank you very much. So I think AI is a very interesting topic. It does not end. Yeah. The last AI speaker to them, they didn't want to go. We have to use rope to drag him away. So we are so behind time. We have 2 more presentations. One is a product demo, and one is something else on AI again. So I think that one will come last. Okay. You have 2 products. Oh, yeah, okay. You have 2 products.
Mine will be just 5 minutes.
One of them is AI. It's going to come last, so you can sleep here.
No, we still have an ideation session.
Okay, so without too much talk, I'll let Shogun Mosaku to demo his Wealth World Business Suite. It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm going to be quick about this. So basically, this is for one of these one of my startups here in the UK. It's World Business Tools. So basically, we've got several software. I mean, of course, it's like an ERP anyways. So in ERP, we have a CRM, we have an inventory management module, we've got sales and invoice, we've got expense management, and then we've got purchase order management as well. In the ERP, I'm going to go to the ERP, but just to give us a quick insight on what it is. So basically, the CRM for managing all the third-party contact your business, whether your customers, your vendors, your assistants, no matter who it is that you are dealing with, you can actually use the CRM to manage that. And the beautiful thing about the system is that it's all microservice. So if the CRM is an independent microservice, the inventory management mode is also an independent microservice. The sales and invoicing module, purchase, the expense management module. So we can actually deploy each of them separately without any of the other, right? However, we have a service bus that if you have everything, they can actually communicate between each other and have an integrated system. So that's actually how it works. So basically, at the moment, we are doing a 1 month free subscription for only the CRM, for just the CRM module. So if you sign up, you get only the CRM. Why? Yeah, you can sign up anytime. Why? If you want if you want pretty much everything, right? You have we have different packages, right? We have the bronze package, the silver package, gold package, platinum package. So I mean, the bronze package just contains only the CRM module. The silver package contains CRM and inventory management module. Like that, the gold package contains the 3 of them: CRM, inventory, sales, and invoicing. Like that. If you go to the website, you see more on that. So I'll just really show us, just to run us through what the ERP looks like. So this is the ERP itself. So you can see all the modules here. You have the CRM. So you can see I can use the system. So it's pretty much business intelligence on the go. That's what the system does. So you can use to manage your clients, your vendors, your artisans, your business needs, whatever third-party contact to your business. You can actually use the system to manage it. You can also see it has. So aside that in CRM, you have contact transactions. So because I've got a sales module integrated with this, it fits into, so any transaction I do with my clients or customers for my sales module fits into the CRM in the contact transaction section, right? Same thing for any purchases. Purchases are usually going to be to your vendor. So you can raise, if I raise a purchase order, right, it will show up on my vendor contact transaction. So it's pretty much an integrated system. There's an inventory management. So for businesses that needs that's having kind of inventory, and the reality is almost every business has some sort of inventory, right? But for those who actually sell things where they need to track, we have an inventory management module that has. You can also do stock adjustments with it. You can manage various kind of item categories, and pretty much just business intelligence on the go. Whether for inventory, whether for your CRM, whether for sales as well. So for people who use maybe all these point of sale kind of thing, right? You can also use this, right? And the beautiful thing is you can customize this for you. So, like I said, each of these module is an independent microservice. So this front end is just a front end, right, that connects to the microservice. You understand? So we can build a mobile app to talk to that microservice, and if you still have all these functionalities, you understand? So we can carve out just only the CRM for you, or customize it to meet whatever business needs that you have. We also have an expense management module as well for managing your business expense. Of course, every business will always have expense, so that's available as well. And I think I mentioned the purchase order module. So please, in case you have any business that needs any of these things, it's already done. It's, we can customize it to meet any business requirements that you need, right? And it is at the tip of your finger. I'm just a dial. I'm just.
No, where we can go after the.
I'm just a dial away.
And do you have any demos where we can?
Yeah, I have a video on my YouTube channel. I'll share it on the group so you can look at it and everything. Yeah.
2 questions. Is there a referral bonus?
Okay, yeah. So we have something called partner reseller code, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can sign up.
One house.
You can sign up as a reseller, right? So these are various reseller packages. So these are various things we offer as resellers. So depending on the level of reseller you are, whether you're an advanced reseller, basic reseller, these are the things we offer. So you can resell the application, and anybody who sign up using your reseller code. Once you sign up as a reseller, you get a code. If an organization signs up using your reseller code, you get some certain percentage for each transaction that is done. So for the 15% off, right, we charge the customer the full price, while you get 50% for every onboarding they do. So I mean, I just go through the website. So basically,
second question.
Okay, yeah.
I can't remember. I remember now.
Yeah.
Just give me again.
Yeah, okay. But basically, so please bring business.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
So this shoot, is it just for the UK market, or someone in Nigeria can use of their business?
Yeah, so it's so in the settings mode you can set the currency. I think at the moment we support three currencies. Yeah, I think dollar, euro, and is it pounds? Yeah,
Naira and co.
No, naira. I need to dollar, euro, naira. I think the 3 of them. Oh, 4 actually. Supports 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Naira, euro, dollars, and pounds. So you can just, all you need to do is to enable it here, or deactivate anyone you want to use on your system. So it's multi-currency.
Thanks. So it's good to know we are building things. We are not just consumers of technology. We're also working for other people. We're also building our own solutions. So let's patronize each other. If you have
so please, if you have anybody I want to, so because I have a business process background, right? My first job was working in an enterprise resource planning solution company. So I'm more treated to building business processes and stuff. So if you have any business process, and even if it's not necessarily this, right? You can, let's work together. Let's build it, and then yeah. Don't take the business as I bring it home. You understand? Like AE said.
Yeah, so let's patronize ourselves. We've had product demo from SMS Service. We've had World Business Suite. It's a tongue twister for me. I'm always biting. World Business Suite. You know, other product demo is coming up now. Sorry, I can't remember the name, but the name of the product I can't remember. German Kids. Okay, by Cherry Chukwu. You tell us more about this product. Is AI related? I hope we don't spend a lot of many time.
So there's no discussion. There's no. Just a demo.
Sharp one, 10 minutes. Did I spend up to 10 minutes?
No, you did not. You did 8 minutes, 28 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. In fact, I would say that in as much as I'm grateful, but I'm angry because part of the product that you described, this system, part of it took 10 months to create a memory management system for it.
Wow.
The first 3 months we are doing context management, so we have to send the conversations over and over again. At the point we find that it wasn't going to be sustainable, we had to trash everything and use another 7 months to build something that is, in as much as not robust to what it is, right, for something that is efficient. So, Java Kit is an ideology that came with the.
Sorry, you say German Kit. You can't say the name of
German Kit.
Okay, German Kit.
Okay, German
Okay, so it's just a system that provides, especially for small businesses and startups, an alternative to hiring human employees to yeah, to an extent. Okay, I'll just go through what the features of the product. Maybe at the end of the day, you can go and check it out for yourself. In as much as it's going to be yeah, a paid system. Yeah, a paid system. But for now, since we've not gone live, we've not launched for the commercials. For now, it's still free.
One house, please.
Okay. So okay, so we're looking at what it was, in as much as we know that these systems can solve these problems for us. But the challenge with that is knowing how to, one, if you're going to use an AI system, knowing how to prompt it, or to knowing how to make it efficient in your own field. Now we present a solution that can be able to work similar to how a human will work, doing the same services for you. You are the one now that will determine, not just that it does that, it learns your business over time. So whatever you are using it for, it is related to that. It collects information from you. Instead of complex setups, you should just have like a system that is unified. So when you come to the system or sign up, you are introduced to 10 AI agents. Each of them has specific tasks that they do. For example, Promise is your project manager, Tony is your IT engineer, Daniel is your data, so on and so forth. Each of them has specific solutions that they do. And not just that you can access each of them individually. When you have a problem, each of them will work as a team. The way the human employees work as a team to solve your problem, that is the same way each of them work as a team to solve your problem. Okay, so let me just go through some of the features it has. We have multi-agent workspaces. So if you have more than one business, you can break down those businesses into workspaces. The same way you have with, say, Slack or GitHub or GitHub. You can. So there are power-ups. Power-ups are just special features that each of them, for example, a power-up is one of the agents can do graphics design. So you have a problem, you want to go for an outreach. One will be working on the graphics, one will be working on the data, one will be working on the finance. So those things are the power-ups. There are several things. When you go there, you can check it out for yourself. I'm just trying to rush it. So this is what the workspace looks like. Here, you can switch in between workspaces. That's your different businesses that you have. You can switch. So each memory or each the whole system is tied to what you have configured in each workspace. And the configuration doesn't really need any technical know-how. Once you can use your phone, you can use it. So when you are signing up, for example, and you want to create a workspace, say you have a business, say I think most of you are from GIG, so it's transport business. Depending on what you provided initially, each of those agents will be asking you questions about your business. So they are proactive. The first 10 questions, each person will ask you, and depending on those questions, it will start thinking what is the next step and bringing up suggestions for you. For example, to bring up suggestions for you, if you, depending on your business, when you're done with the initial setup, this agent or one of the agents will ask you, depending on the information you've provided, if we should do this. Once you say accept, just forget it and go and sleep. Each of them will create a group chat, which you can come and access and see what they are doing. The person that is in charge of business management, the person in charge of outreach, the person in charge of whatever, they'll be doing that. You can also come and contribute. The same way you use Teams in their conversation. If they have any need for your attention, maybe they want to make a very critical decision, they need you, they tag you when you come to your dashboard, or you see a notification that you have so request. When you come there and you give the necessary approval, and it works. So this is an example of what the group chat look like. The conversation is about an outreach or something, but you as an individual, you tag this person and see this is the person that's in charge of branding. Use Abuja physical campaign. This is what one of the responses. So every other person continues the conversation depending on what you want. So each of those AI agents, they have profiles. So if you don't want to handle them as a group, you can come to each individual, and each individual is as smart as knowing about your business. So that was why I was angry, because we had to, the memory management of all, just imagine you have several information about your business, knowing what to access at each time. Okay, so you want to have a full view, like a quick view of what is happening in your system. There's a calendar system too, where you go and you see what each person is doing at each time. You can filter the same way you use your calendars. So there is also a knowledge-based session where you provide, if there are information, apart from the ones they learn on the job, if there are specific information that you have that you want to train those agents on, you can come here and provide each one of them. You can manage them, you can delete them. The system already knows how to manage the context, the memories, and so on and so forth, and how to use them when they are being required. Then, one good feature about the system is that you can also integrate it with other systems. Things like Google Workspace, you can integrate with Microsoft Suite, so that when you have, maybe you have a group chat or a conversation at the end of the day, you want to save the files to your drive, the person that is in charge of handling your workspace already knows that after this session, we'll summarize this meeting, we'll save it in our workspace. Any day they want to talk something that has to do about that again, the person already knows where you kept the files to go and bring it. But so you have an integration that you can integrate with the system. Then you have an analytics screen where you see how where you see
where you see your village.
Yeah, where you see what everybody or how much everybody has done. Like you want to see how many tasks this person has performed. That's on the analytics screen. I wouldn't be able to explain everything now because I'm quite rushing, but you can go and check them by yourself. So, if I have the time, I'll take a question. So these are just
one question.
Why you should take it? Okay.
One question. Okay. Because you have like 18 minutes, so you can ask.
Okay, no. So I'm on the last slide. Yeah. Okay, I think I've basically explained what the system does. You can check it out by yourself. Maybe now that it's still free. Okay, so
I mean, you talk about the board, whereby the agents try to learn from your interaction.
Yeah. And I have because we built something like this.
So I'm thinking about data injection, where you are
you have first told him that your company started in January. Another information again from another conversation is learning that your company started in March. So it will just come and ask you, like, I understand that you have some information. It will tell you why understanding this blah 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 will help me do this. So anyone you now answer that time, it will now update the information. So from time to time, anywhere that it feels is confused, that is or thing that it feels that it can't understand, it pops up this information. So you update them, and that's the recent information.
So you literally assign the whole department someone to be
yes, to be in charge of that.
But I think maybe that's going to be.
Okay. Sorry, come again.
Yeah, I think it should be done autonomous.
Yeah, no, it's autonomous. The thing is, I don't know if I showed it last.
So what I mean is like, so I'm trying to compare these two. This is doing something like maybe 7 is doing as well, but they have a very different approach. And the same thing we kind of it's a quite different approach, and it just learns like the agents get to learn. So that's like so you do because what we're saying is cut the customer employees, right? So if you're telling the company that you're going to have some dedicated to updating
No. The system itself is not a human.
It's an AI agent itself.
It's one of the agents.
So you don't get to like say yes or no.
That is.
You get what I'm saying, right? So if I have to say yes, this has certain choice.
So look at it. There are two different screens. This is where you need to put. If the information is requested from you is something you have to update as textual. But this is if the choice is a yes or no something.
So who gets the same? That's a yes.
A person. So it comes as a notification when
that's
so another thing again why it's like that is because of policies. For example, things like sending emails to customers. You have an email or a request, and at the end of the day, you need to make a decision. Some of those decisions require
Honestly, thank you, Jerry. But for real, we should attend our physical meetups more because a lot of this. Sorry. This time, at this time of the day, my base goes down. It's still in the tomorrow. So yeah, so we can start our virtual meetups more. So what then our virtual meetups more, a lot of these conditions can go on and then we can share knowledge more. I also see a lot of connections. Like I can see what Mike explained is related to what Jerry just gave. I can see like avenues of collaboration within us here. We also have someone that's providing an SMS service. We have an ERP solution. I'm seeing how you can synergize. We have different skill sets here. We have someone in cyber security. We have someone in infrastructure and DevOps. I think we've not even gone around to meet somebody new. So I think nobody. I don't remember snapping you.
No, but
check the look laptop. That was.
I think I've uploaded all everything.
The one you just did.
The snap is the first one.
Because I was saying, so during the next session where we're having like an addition session, please try to meet someone new, exchange contact. Don't just come here and look at the TV and eat bread. Meet someone
but I think you can get it from this.
We've assigned some chatting on.
No, but we're supposed to do that, but
The one is at 218.
Let's just go on and introduce ourselves briefly. Michael, let's start from you.
So looks like so basically, let me just really. I mean, the idea of the addition session.
Why are you taking pictures?
Public speaking for grant, I beg. Please go ahead, very important.
I don't snap.
Yes. Have you only seen you snap?
Evidence of global talent. Speak global public speaking.
Even this background.
We must. Hey, sorry.
We should actually have a website.
Stuff
like blogs, like things like this. LinkedIn.
No, it's not.
Okay.
One of the optional ones that we combine plenty things.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much we need to actually, register the community as a non-profit, create a website, so many things. Yeah, so public speaking, global talent. I mean, this. Yeah, so if I talk about snap picture.
It's not the word. This is everything in the picture. Video recording of it now.
Let's take a group picture.
But seriously,
okay.
Let's meet everybody. I don't really know.
Yeah, exactly. Even like now, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Sumo Bakari, MC, local host.
Tonight.
So now we enter. 12700.
Okay, let's start from Michael, please. Bring introduction, tell us what you do and where you work. Don't tell us what you identify as your gender.
Don't tell us your life history, just short. You have 10 minutes more to get out of there.
I do my best for you.
Just do your best. Whatever your best is.
I made my son name once, I don't know why. But I'm a sharp person too. And I do one or two things.
Oh yeah.
My name is Oyekunle.
My name is Sam.net or Sam Babalola. So the .net there is not complete. One ganga.
CTO.
CTO.
My name is Kenneth. So yeah. Mr. Ken. Yeah, everybody needs 5 seconds. Which one?
Please don't go here. We'll take a good picture.
So I'm now into enterprise and solution architecture now. So yeah, and I'm CDCT.
I don't fall to.
Okay, put them for back. You know. Chief. If I did like that, I'm the CTO for Chief. Yeah, so I guess it's me. So I'm Francis. back-end engineer, full stack, but I focus more on back-end.
Back-end full stack.
Yeah, so I do cloud based on the Nigerian part. So everything is mixed together. So I do it cloud, DevOps, and all that. But my core competencies, .NET backend.
Excellent.
Obviously. Additional, system engineering work at Linux. Also lead the Go.
You work where?
Go.
What did you say?
Linux. Sorry. So I lead the Go community in Nigeria. So basically, like Go. We have an upcoming event conference actually happening in Lagos. Last one was in Kenya. So I'm into startups as well. Co-founding products. So
You say funding.
And the 5 1 day.
And the 5
That's the only thing you guys are feeling.
What you are waiting for? We get it for and then shut down. Like,
yes. So
Oluwaseun Aziz, backend engineer, .NET and Python. Sorry.
Saturday. Software engineer because I do
everything.
I find myself, but mostly currently not .NET. Looking at Java soon, and I do Python.
Just like the mobile C# submarine my way and Swift.
He said that's submarine. Submarine. He said submarine.
Mobile, iOS, Android, also a bit of architecting, software architects. Basically, yeah, work with them currently, which most of you are.
I guess you.
My transaction don't go.
Not them.
They
don't want to give us high rates.
Wait, you said going to Nigeria?
I have something like that. I
guess you keep what I did. Let me know. I would give you Naira instead.
Vince. Vincent Daramola.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, I do whatever the job description.
Don't blame.
IT.
I do IT.
Yeah, I'm working next. Yeah, next year.
Next.
No, not next year.
Okay, next.
Company.
As a company.
So why is he introducing himself? Why is he introducing himself? Vincent.
Lift package for where else?
Yeah, so my name is Olatunde Yusuf. I currently do .NET, Blazor, doing some front-end work now, and I'm on back-end, and I just do C# too, and then DevOps for Azure, and I work with OP, since Azure.
You say OP?
OP, same with currently the prepaid team with them and the development part of the system. Thank you.
I mentioned that it's going to go OP. Let's see.
My name is Oluwaseun, full stack engineer. I currently work with Clipboard Limited. Also, I have a few startups here and there that I'm pushing like this. Big balls.
My name is Toby Abuela, and cloud architect currently work with called Evolution Money Financial Services Company. Yeah.
But
it's like something that I tell you, yes.
Okay. Let's see, right here. Is that a programming language?
Let him talk,
So whether I like it or not, I'm a full stack.
Full stack PhD.
I hope you know that we are part of this person of developer AI will replace.
No, I'm saying I'm check the PhD doesn't mean that like where I'm currently working.
All the programs they write is
I'm famous. Famous. Check. Introduction.
No.
Let's take picture.
Famous.
Yeah. My name is Famous. I work on infrastructure, network infrastructure, data. We now focus on cybersecurity. I work on Splunk, using Splunk for testing.
Bro, you don't only you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's come together and take a picture. 4 minutes more. 4 minutes more before they kick us out.
Okay, so mostly back-end development is Python, C#. But I come from a front-end background. Guys know. For the past 5 years, it's been mostly back-end, building AI agentic tools. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, group picture. Who's the photographer?
As I miss more part, I'm going to